Hey guys, welcome back to Steps to Survival. Today, I'm going to show you my Altoids Survival Kit 2.0. Stay tuned. Here it is, my Altoids Survival Kit. Now, just before I get into this kit, I want to say a few things. First of all, right now I'm not actually selling this, but I am thinking of selling it in the future as a business. And so the kit itself is more, its purpose is to be sold. It's not like the perfect kit, it's to be sold. So I didn't put the most expensive things in here, otherwise it would be too expensive to sell. So I just want you to be aware of that, so you don't give me too much criticism maybe for what I don't have in here. It's made to be bought and then modified to personal needs. So I just wanted to put that so you know that. And also, it's actually in a separate plastic bag. So this isn't just Altoids, and it comes in this plastic bag. You can probably take that away if you don't like it, but it doesn't add too much extra bulk to it, at least in my opinion. And it does include some very essential items because of it. So, and also, the other thing, I did another Altoids survival kit, and the differences between these two aren't too big, but I think they're big enough for me to show this one. And I haven't done a video in a while, so I decided I'll just show this for those who are wanting to see it. So first thing we have is we have a rubber band around the outside. Now there are probably lots of uses for rubber band, but its main purpose right now is just to keep this kit more waterproof and just to keep it all compact. So we have a rubber band. So now the kit just kind of unfolds like this. And another thing, if someone bought this in the future when I start selling it, another good reason for this plastic baggie is you can put, say I don't actually have a real knife, so you can take a knife that you like and you can fit it in this kit if you need to, and it doesn't add too much weight or bulk. So that's a good thing to modify it to make it a better kit, that if I'm carrying this with me, I will add this knife, just so everyone knows. Okay. Now I'll kind of get the things out of here. It's pretty tight, but it does come out. Here we have my main Altoids survival tin, and I'll talk about that in a few minutes. Next we have a little plastic bag of cotton. It's not cotton balls, it's just from like this huge thing of cotton that I took some of it out. So it's just a fair amount of cotton. So that's useful for starting fires, as you should know. Here I have a big lighter for starting. It's good for starting fires. No survival kit is complete without a lighter. That's a new addition that I didn't have in the other one. Here I have a plastic bag to collect water. This is bigger than the one I had in the other kit, and has better quality. So I think this is an upgrade. It's for storing water, of course. You can watch my other video of my Altoids survival kit in the description. I'll probably have the link, or it'll be up right now if I can figure out how to do this. Okay, so first I have this electrical tape around it, and I personally think it makes the kit look really cool, but that depends on what you think. And it's also useful, this electrical tape, but mostly it's just to keep the kit waterproof and make it look cooler. Although I will show you a cool use of it. Okay, so opening up this kit, the first items we have in here is actually these two plastic baggies. And the meaning of these are, if I did end up selling this, the person who got this, they would use one of these plastic bags as a container for their medical stuff. So for their pills and all their medications, maybe they're allergic to some things, so they're allergy pills. And then the other one would be for water purification tablets. or just anything else you'd like to put in here that needs to be in a bag in the next few minutes. Okay, so let's get this open. Wow. Okay, so the first thing we have is what I call Module 1. In this, we have a whistle, a ferrocerium rod. Some people call it a flint, although it is a ferrocerium rod by its normal name. We have 2 feet of snare wire. It's actually just picture frame wire, but it can be used to do snares. We have a compass that I bought from firesteels.com, same place I bought this ferrocerium rods. I have this this flashlight that is bright, surprisingly bright for its size, and a little mini pencil. And all of that fits well in this little bag. Okay, so next we have 20 feet of this nylon, kind of looks like jute twine, but it's nylon cord for, of course, anything you could use cord for. Cord is very useful. So we have that. I'm trying not to talk too much. Here we have some duct tape. I'm not sure, forgot to count how much this was, but it's quite a lot around a toothpick. So that's useful for many repairs. I think everyone knows that duct tape is useful. Here we have our second module, which is pretty full. This has our fishing line, 20 feet of fishing line. We have some thread. We have a safety pin. We have a paper clip, a ring for attaching items to it. We have 4 fish hooks in here. I don't know if you can see it. And 4 lead weights, I think they're called. And so, yeah, that's a useful little fishing and sewing kit. Very useful for survival. Okay, next we have 16 matches and the striker in this plastic bag. So that's useful, of course. Next thing that we have are 2 of these candles that are when you blow them out, they relight because I think they have some black powder or something in there that makes them relight. So these are 2 birthday candles, actually. Magic relighting birthday candles. Very useful if it's windy. Here we have 2 band-aids for minor cuts and wounds to protect it from infection. Here we have 1 alcohol prep pad to clean your small cuts or wounds. Here we have a half of a sheet of paper to write down notes with the pencil we saw earlier. And yeah, that's useful. If you're going north, you can write, I'm going north, and then use the tape to tape it on a tree or something. Or maybe write down notes, things you'll forget, so that's useful. Next we have 2 nails, and these are useful for some for some traps. They can also be useful, I guess, for some shelters. I've heard of people using them, although I don't have much experience with them, but they're so small I decided to fit them in. Next thing we have is tinfoil. This is a 1 foot square piece of it, and that's useful. You can boil water in this by putting your fist in the tin, and it'll make a pretty good sized place to boil water. You can use it as a reflector for signaling. It's a really useful tool. So here we have tinfoil. Here we have a signaling mirror. Don't mind the camera. And and this is useful for signaling, of course. It's yeah, you see how you can signal with it, except using the sun. And also, what people forget a lot is they might get a cut or wound behind their back that they need to look at, so they can use this to shine and look at behind their back or on their face. And it just has some plastic wrap that you can unwrap. it just keeps it from getting scratched or ruined. Next we have a razor blade. And this razor blade is useful to be kind of used as a knife. I can't put a knife in here because if I did sell it, it would make it way too expensive. So this razor blade would be used to strike the ferrocerium rod, to cut the rope. Very useful. And I'll show you a cool trick I learned in a second. So if I did have to use this razor blade, I would combine it with the electrical tape around the tin and the lighter. Only when I had to use the blade. I wouldn't use the lighter at the same time. I could cut myself. And I would make sort of a knife. This wouldn't be any kind of nice knife, but it would be much better than just holding a razor blade. It would be a lot easier to strike the ferrocerium rod, easier to cut the rope, and I guess you could try to make some feather sticks with it. That would probably work. And it's pretty solid in there, so this is probably how I'd use it. Now, I didn't get this idea by myself. I saw it on another video, so I can't take credit for this kind of amazing idea. But at least I think it's a cool idea. But this is how you would use it if you were in a survival situation, at least how I would use it. Although it would be preferable to add your own knife if you bought this kit or if you had one like it. So that's how I would use the razor blade. And last is this tin, and this is just an Altoids tin, and it has many uses, as well as boiling water to carrying a coal over a river. It's just a really multi-use item, and it, of course, stores all the items. It's small, fit in your pocket, and carry the survival kit wherever you go. Here are the contents of my survival kit, all organized from above. As you can see, I've managed to fit quite a lot in that small mint tin. So thanks guys so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed my video. I had a lot of fun making it, and I hope you liked my survival kit. Maybe it gave you a few ideas. Maybe you'd like to buy it sometime in the future, or maybe it just gave you some ideas on how to make yours. And I'm really glad you watched this video. Just subscribe to my channel, click the like button and comment, and just stay tuned for more videos. They might not come as often as you want, but it's really hard for me to come up with lots of ideas and to make what I think is a quality video. So just stay with me and I'll try to put videos out as soon as I possibly can. But just thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.